Good evening, Woodbury Jewish Center! Okay. I'd like to say we all came for Ellen, but we know we all came for the lamb chops, so I hope you got one. If I'm going to ask, I'm the rabbi who doesn't like to shush, but it's not about me tonight, it's about Ellen, so I'm going to ask, even though we love each other so much, that we could love each other in silence for roughly the next 16 minutes. Shh. We begin first with Ellen's sons, Justin, Ryan, and Brandon.
So on behalf of all of us, we want to congratulate you, Mom, on this tremendous honor. We know that it hasn't been an easy 3 years being president of the temple. Within the first month of your presidency, the COVID pandemic began. Though under your leadership, the temple transitioned to fully remote services, and the programming was second to none. Your vision and hard work over the past 3 years have created a thriving synagogue we are proud to all be a part of. The 500 people here tonight are a testament to the legacy that you leave behind. Even with all your dedication to the temple, you have still been an incredible mom, always there for us when we needed you, and you even had enough time to get a graduate degree. Mom, you have been an inspiration to all of us for our entire lives, and we are incredibly proud of you. We are happy to be celebrating with you this evening and look forward to what's to come. Mazel tov, and we love you.
Hopefully all these people here prove to you that, all of those tears and lots of those tears were definitely worth it. Everybody's extremely proud of you here, and your hard work is definitely an inspiration to everybody here, and we're just looking forward to celebrating you tonight and definitely seeing what's next on your agenda here.
We've always joked and called you Super Mom, but I think there's obviously a good reason for that. You've never missed a call on my way home from work every single day. You've stepped out of board meetings, doctor's appointments, anything to answer a call. And even though you say you're busy, you can't speak, you always ask, how are you? And I think that is a testament to how you are as a mom. The wedding calls we've had till midnight sometimes, Hallie and I appreciate it more than you'll ever really understand. And then finally, doing laundry right before today, in your dress, with your shoes on, I think is a testament to you as Supermom. We love you, and we couldn't be more proud of you.
I didn't really do laundry on Shabbat, I promise.
Only Ellen would have her first words be an apology. I'm told I have roughly 90 seconds before either Tracy or Gina tackle me, so I will try and stay under my time limit. In the morning, at the very beginning of Morning Minyan, there is a piece where you study a small piece of text. And one of the texts we say reads, it questions the Torah. The Torah says you're supposed to have an honest ephah and an honest chen, which are two units of measure, but one is bigger than the other. They're in the same category. So if you're going to have an honest one, they must both be honest. And the answer is that you're supposed to have an honest chen, an honest yes, as well as an honest no. I could easily spend the next 4 hours discussing the many ways Ellen has poured her heart, soul, everything into this place so that we could do amazing things. But one area I wanted to focus on that I don't know that everyone gets to see, you get to see from behind the scenes, is that one of the tough things about being president is that you have to say yes and you have to say no, and you have to do both with integrity. that one of the toughest moments Ellen had, I don't know if you remember, in like the first week, I don't remember what the problem was, but you were on the phone, you're like, what do I do? And I'm like, well, Madam President, you have to decide. And one of the toughest things is you're going to say yes or no, and some people are going to get their way and some people are not. And Ellen, like the Talmud says in the quote I mentioned earlier, does a fantastic job, not just of saying yes and no with integrity, meaning that she doesn't say yes or no on a whim. It's not based on the mood she's in, unless one of her kids is upset, in which case maybe a little bit. It's based on really thought out what's best for us as Woodbury Jewish Center. And on top of that, she is the one that if she has to say no when you wanted to hear yes, she's the one you want to call because she will listen to every one of the reasons. Really and truly hear your point of view. Try everything possible to squeeze as much yes out of the no as she can, and do it because she cares so much that each person who walks in these doors feels like this is their home as much as she does. It has been a privilege to be the rabbi with you as our president. I take one small objection with, I forget which of your sons said it, that you have a legacy, because a legacy implies you're going somewhere, which you're not allowed to do. In fact, I'd like all vacations approved by me still in the future. It is now my privilege to bring up our very first president, Mark Anish.
Evening, everybody. Before I start, I'd just like to say that 35 years ago when we built this building, we didn't know what it would be like 20 years from now, let alone 35 years from the beginning. So seeing all these young people this evening, I tell you, I get chills up and down my spine. It's really, really makes me feel what we did 35 years ago was worthwhile. Thank you. I've given many speeches from this exact, I've given many speeches from this exact spot, honoring many people who have given their heart and soul to the Woodbury Jewish Center. But I could say that none are more deserving than the honoree this evening. Speaking about 35 years ago, it was kind of different than it is today. We were looking for property, we were looking for a caterer, we were looking for a bank that would loan us money without any personal guarantees. We were working with an architect. It was fun. It was exciting, it was new, and it was challenging. But when you're the president of a synagogue during a pandemic, it's not a lot of fun. It's not very exciting. It might be new, but it's certainly very challenging. And our president not only rose to the occasion, but she catapulted there. She had to balance so many things. For example, religious school. Some parents, I'm not sending my kid unless they're vaccinated. Nope, I'm not vaccinating my kid. Or I'm not sending my kid unless they're masked. Nope, I'm not masking my kid. Or I want him to stay home. No, I want him to go to school. That was the religious school. Add the nursery school, add the staff, add the teachers, add the rabbi, add the cantor, add the ritual committee, the high holidays alone. Inside, outside, half day, 1 day, full day, 2 days. She handled it all. And the fact that she was a doctor certainly helped, but the fact that she was Ellen Feit helped even more. I began to work closely with Ellen about 2 years ago, along with Robin Spielman, when we were attempting to see if there was a synergy between Jericho Jewish Center and ourselves, to see if we could, merge or consolidate or whatever. It didn't work out, but nevertheless, we met for 2 years straight, every couple of weeks, 2 hours at a time, either by Zoom or later in person. And after those meetings, Ellen and I would often talk. we'd laugh together, and sometimes we'd even shed a tear together. But I could tell you, being there, she was the right person for the job. She was understanding when she had to be. She was flexible when she had to be. She was cool under stress. And trust me when I tell you that she would have made everyone in this room very proud, because at all times, under all circumstances, she had the best interests of the Woodbury Jewish Center in mind, from both at the present time and for the future. And let me say one more thing about our talks with Jericho. We ended up having 40 to 50 members from Jericho join us. And we're very thankful that they're here. We're thrilled that they're here. But let me tell you one of the reasons they're here. One of the reasons they are here is because of the warmth, understanding that this woman gave to them. And that is, I'm sure, a reason that they're here, rather. So just to sum up some of our accomplishments over the last 3 years, I don't know if you know this, but we were one of the first synagogues to open live services after the pandemic. That was because of Ellen. We were able to sign a long-term contract with our wonderful rabbi while Ellen was here. Well, you know, now that I have you here, I've always wondered about this long-term contract that she gave you. I mean, I hear it's worth more money than the Yankees gave Derek Cole. Is that true? Not quite. Well, let me tell you, it should have been, because you had a better year than he did. Anyway, Ellen, some more of her accomplishments. I don't want to move on. She was able to secure funding to the tune of $150,000 from the federal government for security, because of anti-Semitism in this country, which is on the rise, as I'm sure you all know. She leaves with a full nursery school and 170 children in the religious school. An amazing job. You should know, Ellen, that...
That's old news. We're up to 180.
180, sorry. You should know, Ellen, that when I asked anyone if they were coming here this evening, they all said the same thing. Of course we are. We love Ellen, every one of them. So on behalf of the current members of the Woodbury Jewish Center, I want to thank you for your dedicated service and a job very, very, very well done. Not yet. One more thing. I want to close by paraphrasing something Carly Simon says in one of her songs. Ellen, nobody does it half as good as you. You're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, honoree, Dr. Ellen Feit.
I'm truly overwhelmed. I just want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank especially the rabbi and the cantor for standing by me for these 3 very long years. To Michelle, Sil, and Charlene in the office, to Arnie and his crew, to Black Tie Security, to my executive board, Kara, Paul, Rami, Adrian, and Dave. I could not have done this without you. We were truly a team. To the administrative board that I had 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and currently, we couldn't have done this unless we were all unified, and we were. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I also want to thank the Gala committee. I don't know if they're in this room or out of this room, but they deserve so much for putting together this amazing party. Tracy Rayani, Gina Lubman, Mindy Smolovitz, Lisa Sakai, Wendy Brill, Heather Apfel, Tracy Trevax, Lisa Frizzell, Stephanie Abada, Holly Berman, Nicole Austacher, Jody Fine, Nicole Crozier, while I'm on the Nicoles, Nicole Polyakov and Nicole Shmuelov, and Elena Goffman. I hope I didn't forget anybody. I think I got everybody. And I want to give a very special thank you to my husband, Andy. I don't know where you are. Who has listened to me laugh and cry, given me great ideas, but just been my total rock throughout the 3 years and beyond. I love you. And of course, to my boys and my daughter-in-law and future daughter-in-law and almost future daughter-in-law, Justin, Ryan, Brandon, Lisa, Hallie, Haley, and to my mom and my dad who's watching from above. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm not going anywhere because I really love this place, but hopefully I won't be the first complaint call anymore. That'll be Paul. But thank you so much. We didn't plan on long speeches. This is really because we have to push out the cocktail room into the ballroom because we have so many people. But I thank you all for coming. You mean the world to me, and I really do love each and every one of you. And I hope we get to party a lot tonight. Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming. We, from the Gala Committee and the synagogue, have a special gift for Ellen to thank her for all her years of service to us. It's a custom David Fisher paper cut from Israel. It's an Isha Chayil because it is a woman of valor, just like you, Ellen. We want to present this to you for your many years of exemplary service and leadership to the Woodbury Jewish Center. And there's a little personalization on there for you because we love you. And we were told the color matches your house, so it should be all good, and we hope you love it. Thank you guys for coming. But,
Yeah. Did I get everybody on the committee?
yeah, the box is in your Bible suite, so you can take it home or not, but it's beautiful. And yeah. Can I go?
Okay, before I do the motzi and the kiddush, I'm going to steal a little of Ellen's spotlight because, yes, Ellen is finishing her term as presidency. Yes, tonight is all about her. But we also have someone who, for the last 8 years, has financially led our institution, who's finishing right now. Kara is also... so much. I thought about making her come up here, but then she'd murder me. All right. There is a special blessing when you say over wine that is particularly good. And while this Baron Herzog Sauvignon Blanc 21 is outstanding, what makes it particularly special is that it is part of tonight. So first we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. And then we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hatov hametiv. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, for the good and the great. Amen. As it says in the Talmud, I'm supposed to be done at 8:40. It's 8:42. Go have fun. Let's party.
with the brother they want.
I think they get the stand also. Yeah, that was part of the deal. Mark signed for it.
Only the rabbi and Ellen.
Thank you. Thank you. I know, I'm sorry I had to. Can you wait, my mom is...
Yes, yes, everyone.
Matt, come on.
Start with this. I'll start with the two of you. Smiling. Okay. Turn.
What do you mean? Lisa, come in.
You can hold it too from the other. Okay. There you go. This one. One more time. Look this way. And close it together. Big smile. On this side. Behind him. Right there. Perfect. You can go like this. Yes. There you go. You got it.